for your questions, for all the DMs you have been sending me on The Cusp with Daphne, where you wanted to know who is this opportunity exactly for. So many of you have sent me DMs. Thank you so much for reaching out in all the different places you have been reaching me to find out whether this opportunity could be for you or if it's meant for you or not. So stay tuned as I let you know who can apply for this opportunity and the how as well. It will be included in this video. Hi, welcome to On the Cusp with Daphne, a place where inspiration meets evolution. I'm here to remind you to not give up on your dream of coming over to the UK. I may be in Johannesburg in South Africa. This is not something that needs to deter you about my channel. It's just to show you that these things are possible for anyone and everyone. Remain on the cusp as I post you more opportunities about how you can bring yourself over to the UK legally and gain residence permit, hopefully at the end of your stay where you can reside permanent in the residence. Remain in the UK. Remain on the cusp, a place where inspiration meets evolution, where I tell you more about how you can bring yourself over to the UK. Stay tuned to the channel.
No one can do it like you.
The number of times I've received questions about whether a particular person could apply, somebody would tell me, I'm so and so, this is my background, is this for me? Can I apply? And there's so many people who have asked me this on my DMs, on my email, on my number. So this video today is going to tell you exactly who this opportunity for healthcare assistance is open for, or who is it open to, and who can and who cannot apply. Stay tuned as I tell you more about that. So I'll start by addressing the registered nurses first. I personally undertook the responsibility of making contact with the Nursing and Midwifery Council to ask what the requirements were to be on the register and what the age limit was. The good news that I got from the Nursing and Midwifery Council was any nurse of any age can apply to be on the NMC register. They do not have a cutoff age. Tell me what's good news if this is not. So it's not in any way suggesting that people should be registering when they're like 99 years old, 100 years old. Anyone has got the freedom of choice nonetheless. But it's just good to know this information that there isn't a cutoff age to be on the Nursing and Midwifery Council. So that was a bit of good news. I then took a step further to speak with the recruiting agency. There are many, but I just inquired from the one. I'm not suggesting this is the standard answer for all. Asking them what was the cutoff age, and what they told me, I was asking them, I then got in contact with the recruitment agency, one of the many that I've been in contact with, but I just contacted one for clarity to ask what their criteria was and whether they had a cutoff age. What they told me was if anybody is over the age of 65, they would not be recruiting that person purely because of the pension age. That's the reason I was given, that anybody above the age of 65, they would not be recruiting, but they are the ones that told me that, and that's the one place I inquired specifically for this. I'll continue to ask more people. I suggest you do the same if you perhaps fall in that category, or you know someone that is slightly above that category that is willing to come. I know of nurses that work and still worked in the UK till the age of 70 because they were fit, they were well, and some perhaps were maybe people who had the misfortunes towards their pension age, who felt the need to work slightly above the age of 65 because they were still fit and well and trying to prepare for their future, trying to prepare for their pension. So it would be interesting to hear what other recruiters say. Whilst the NMC does not have the cutoff age, this one agency told me they would not recruit anyone who's over the age of 65. Who is this opportunity for? Besides the obvious of the people in the healthcare industry, I'm referring to nurses, I'm referring to carers, healthcare assistants. Besides the obvious, who else can apply for this opportunity? This opportunity can easily be for you, the graduate that has graduated and have been job seeking for so long in your field of study and you've not been successful. But this is an avenue that could fast track your financial goals. This is an avenue that could introduce you to different streams of people and introduce you and broaden your horizon and just land you in a different continent where perhaps your opportunities could be opened up and you can then seek a job in your field of study. This opportunity could also be for you that went onto early pension thinking that you are done, you are set, and you've come across some misfortunes of life, or you've had some bad luck befall you, or the money has run out before you. This opportunity is equally for you. You could just land here and raise some capital and gain the UK residency permanent status within 5 years of arriving here and continue to enjoy a stress-free pension. This opportunity could well be for you that is seeking to change careers, you that is seeking to switch careers. Perhaps you are the person that was once so driven in your area of speciality, in your field of study, but have lost the zest or experiencing burnout, and you feel like working with people might be something that will shift that energy from negative to positive. Yes, it is for you. The requirements are minimal, the benefits are maximum. So it's open to so many people. The spectrum is so wide, the spectrum is so endless. The biggest thing I would suggest for you to do is not to allow your ego to get in the way of landing a good opportunity. Even if you were at a senior position where you came from, it's okay to come into what is seemingly a junior position, because the rewards will be far greater and probably far more rewarding than where you are at now. In short, I'm saying this opportunity is open to a whole wide spectrum of people. It's just how you're going to view it. It's just how your mindset comes into play. And especially if you consider the non-monetary benefits that we talk about, that I talk about in one of my videos, which I will link here, such as the non-monetary values, such as the free healthcare system that you and your dependents, or your beneficiaries, if you want to call them that, dependents sounds much better, will be entitled to free healthcare service. If you have school-going children, they will benefit from free education. This is all money saving. After 5 years of remaining in the country legally and respecting the conditions of your visa, you will be entitled to a permanent residence. After which, within a year, you could qualify for a UK citizenship. If this is something that you wish to pursue, it's entirely up to you. So as I say, the benefits are endless. Do think about your why. Why do you want to do this? So that would help you a great long way in deciding whether this is for you or not. In the meantime, I ask you to remain on the cusp with Daphne. I ask you to share the video, please, to click like, to comment, as this will help YouTube to recommend this video to other viewers and help me to grow the channel. Thanking you as I continue to bring you value-adding information from the UK and sometimes from other parts of the world. It is the same information nonetheless. Remain on the cusp with Daphne, and thank you.